In today's video, we're going to walk through how to prepare and start up the Questtec Solutions Level-Trac Remote Level Indication System. Frequently asked questions. My unit is showing a checkered board. What do I do? Press the test buttons. This condition can be simulated by unplugging one of the probe plugs. If the test buttons perform as intended, it is wiring. If the test buttons do not work, replace the discriminator PCB. Why are there two wires for some probes? The normally dry channels have a secondary continuity circuit between the two wires, which meet at the probe. This is to induce an out-of-sequence system fault. To illustrate, first loosen a wire on a wet probe and it will show dry instead of wet. The fault system will engage. All is good. Without the continuity circuit, a dry channel would respond the same way. But since the channel is expected to be dry, there would be no fault. A break in the continuity circuit will cause the channel to show wet, which will induce the fault. What is the blinking red light on the relay power supply PCB? That indicates there is communication status of the RS-485 signal between the control unit and the remote display. Blinking once per second indicates all good. If the red LED on the relay power supply PCB is blinking every 5 seconds, it means that there is no transmission of signal. Before you begin, make sure you have the wiring diagram for the control unit and the diagram for the remote display if used. Each unit has a serial number, and the wiring diagram is marked accordingly. If the wiring diagram cannot be located, please contact the factory with the serial number reference. Step 1. Start by routing the wire bundle into the control unit. Step 2. Land each probe wire to its respective terminal on the plug PL1 and PL2. Pause and do not connect the plug. Double check wiring to the diagram. Step 3. If used, land each remote display wire to its respective terminal on the remote display plug. Pause and do not connect the plug. Double check wiring to the diagram. Step 4. Prior to initially powering up, verify that the ribbon cable connecting the two PCBs is oriented correctly and fully seated. The red conductor must be toward the 1 marked on the PCB. Step 5. Verify the power is off and install the wired probe plugs. Power up the unit and observe. If the column is empty, all probe channels should have the red LEDs illuminated. Step 6. Turn off the power and install the wired remote display plugs if used. To prevent permanent damage to the discriminator PCB, confirm that the wiring to the indicator is correct before powering up. Step 7. Power up the unit and check the correct illumination of LEDs by operation of the green and red test buttons. Step 8. Bring the probe manifold online. Refer to the factory IOM. Step 9. Compare the Level-Trac water level to the other instruments and/or sight glass. Bear in mind that slight differences are to be expected. We hope this instructional video has helped you to clearly understand how to start up a Level-Trac system. If you have any questions, visit us at www.questtecsolutions.com or contact your channel partner to order your engineered solutions. Designed with care by Questtec Solutions.